August Declaration 1917. The British government felt the need to introduce some political reforms in India because Indians were getting out of control from the British hands. That's why now British government felt now there is a need to introduce some political changes in India in 1917 due to the following reasons. First World War was still going on and the British government needed Indians help. ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट को इंडियंस की ज़रूरत है, इसीलिए ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने डिसाइड किया कि कुछ पॉलिटिकल चेंजेस हम इंडिया में करें थ्रू ऑगस्ट डिक्लेरेशन, क्योंकि ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट को इंडियंस का साथ चाहिए. Secondly, the unity between the early nationalist and assertive nationalist and the unity between the Congress and the Muslim League, which aroused great aspirations in the country. Thirdly, Home Rule movement infused confidence among the people. एक तरफ यूनिटी हो गई थी अर्ली नेशनलिस्ट एजर्टिव नेशनलिस्ट के भी और कांग्रेस मुस्लिम लीग के बीच में, जिससे कंट्री में एक इंस्पिरेशन एक एस्पिरेशन बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा था ब्रिटिश के खिलाफ. थर्डली, होम रूल मूवमेंट भी काफ़ी कॉन्फिडेंस क्रिएट कर रहा था लोगों के अंदर. In this context, the Secretary of State, Mr. Montague, made a historic announcement in the British Parliament on 20th August 1917, the Declaration. On 20th 1917, Mr. Montague announced this declaration. The policy of Her Majesty's government is that of the increasing association of Indians in every branch of administration. मतलब इनके कहने का मतलब है कि मैजेस्टीज़ गवर्नमेंट के हिसाब से, मतलब कि ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट के हिसाब से इंडियंस का एसोसिएशन, नंबर ऑफ इंडियंस पार्टिसिपेशन इंक्रीज़ होगा हर ब्रांच में, हर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन डिपार्टमेंट में, एंड द ग्रेजुअल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सेल्फ गवर्निंग इंस्टीट्यूशन विद अ व्यू टू द प्रोग्रेसिव रियलाइजेशन ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबल गवर्नमेंट इन इंडिया एज एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रिटिश एम्पायर. विद इन द ब्रिटिश एम्पायर सेल्फ गवर्निंग इंस्टीट्यूशन भी सेटअप होगा. गवर्नमेंट इन इंडिया वुड बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डैट. फीचर्स ऑफ द ऑगस्ट डिक्लेरेशन. फीचर्स क्या है, मतलब कि मिस्टर मॉन्टेग ने क्या पॉलिटिकल चेंजेस किए हैं. फर्स्ट, वाइडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफ इंडियंस इन द हायर सर्विसेज, हायर पोस्ट इंडियंस को दी जाएगी. द ग्रेजुअल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ सेल्फ गवर्निंग इंस्टीट्यूशंस इन इंडिया. रियलाइजेशन ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबल गवर्नमेंट इन इंडिया. एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल गवर्नमेंट बनाई जाएगी. पास टू बी गिवन, पास उनको दिए जाएंगे. प्रोविंसेस, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बोथ वुड बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू द ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट. इंडिया टू रिमेन एन इनसेपरेबल पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रिटिश एम्पायर. इंडिया को इनसेपरेट नहीं किया जाएगा, इंडिया विद इन ब्रिटिश एम्पायर ही काम करेगा. रिएक्शन टू द डिक्लेरेशन. अब ये जो ऑगस्ट डिक्लेरेशन अनाउंस किया मिस्टर मॉन्टेग ने, रिएक्शन क्या था इंडियन लीडर्स का. First, the early nationalists welcomed the August Declaration as the Magna Carta of India. Early nationalists ने सराहाया August Declaration को. Congress showed its gratitude for the announcement of the Secretary of State. Third, the leaders of the depressed class, they wanted a fair representation in the council through separate electorate. They wanted separate electorate और बाय मीन्स ऑफ रिजर्वेशन. उनको अपनी सीट्स रिजर्व चाहिए थी डिप्रेस क्लास को, ताकि उनके साथ सही इंसाफ हो. सिख wanted 1/3 of the seats in the Punjab Legislative Council because they had been the main strength of the British Indian Army. सिख को भी 1/3 of the seat रिजर्व चाहिए थी पंजाब लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल में, क्योंकि मेन स्ट्रेंथ जो ब्रिटिश इंडियन आर्मी थी, ब्रिटिश इंडियन आर्मी में ज़्यादातर सिख लोग ही थे. They were the rulers of the Punjab till it was annexed by the British. They owned a lot of land, उनकी खुद की इतनी land है, and paid about 40% of the country's land revenue. Now next, Montague-Chelmsford reforms, which we call Government of India Act. Montague-Chelmsford reforms is also known as Government of India Act 1919. अब ये जो रिफॉर्म्स आया, मॉन्टेग और क्लेम्सफोर्ड दोनों ने मिलकर ये बनाया गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट. इसके मेन फीचर्स क्या हैं. फर्स्ट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पावर्स बिटवीन द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड द प्रोविंशियल गवर्नमेंट. सेकेंड, द एक्ट प्रोवाइडेड फॉर अ बाईकैमरल लेजिस्लेचर एट द सेंट्रल, जिसको लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली कहते हैं, एंड द काउंसिल ऑफ स्टेट्स. थर्ड, द सेंट्रल लेजिस्लेचर could make law for the entire India. Central legislature कानून बनाएगी, लॉ बनाएगी पूरे इंडिया के लिए, फॉर द एंटायर कंट्री. The central government remained responsible to the British Parliament. Central government जो भी होगी वो British Parliament के पूरे responsible होगी. Diarchy or dual government was introduced in the provinces. The provincial subject were divided into two categories: reserve subject, transferred subject. Reserve subject में include होता है finance, irrigation, law and order, police, etc. And these were placed under the control of the governor. ये सारे subject, ये सारे department governor और executive गवर्नर और उसके खुद के एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल मेंबर्स के कंट्रोल में रहेगा. वाइल ट्रांसफर्ड सब्जेक्ट्स लाइक एग्रीकल्चर, पब्लिक हेल्थ, एजुकेशन एक्सेट्रा, दीज सब्जेक्ट्स वर केप्ट अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ द मिनिस्टर्स हु वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू प्रोविंशियल लेजिस्लेचर. तो ये सारे रिफॉर्म्स हुए, ये सारे चेंजेस हुए गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1919 के अकॉर्डिंग. क्रिटिसिज्म ऑफ द रिफॉर्म. दिस एक्ट फेल्ड टू सेटिस्फाई द इंडियंस. ये जो रिफॉर्म्स आए हैं इससे भी इंडियन सेटिस्फाइड नहीं होते हैं. कांग्रेस कंसिडर्ड द रिफॉर्म्स एज इनएडिक्वेट, अनसेटिस्फैक्टरी एंड डिसअपॉइंटिंग. दिस सिस्टम ऑफ डायरकी कोलैप्स्ड ड्यू टू आइडियोलॉजिकल basis on which the division of subjects was made. As for instance, agriculture was a transferred subject whereas irrigation was a reserved. अब एग्रीकल्चर को उन्होंने ट्रांसफर्ड सब्जेक्ट में डाला है, इरिगेशन को रिजर्व सब्जेक्ट में डाला है, जबकि दोनों एक ही फील्ड का, एक ही डिपार्टमेंट है. फाइनेंशियल अरेंजमेंट्स वर डिफेक्टिव एज द मिनिस्टर्स डिड नॉट हैव इनफ फंड फॉर इंट्रोड्यूसिंग एनी चेंज. द पोजीशन ऑफ द मिनिस्टर्स वॉज वीक. हाँ, एक और बात है कि ये जितना भी रिफॉर्म्स इन्होंने लाया है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1919 के अकॉर्डिंग, कैसे होगा? फाइनेंशियल अरेंजमेंट्स बहुत ही डिफेक्टिव थी. मिनिस्टर्स के पास इतना पैसा ही नहीं था. दे डिड नॉट हैव इनफ फंड कि वो इस तरीके के चेंजेस को अप्लाई कर पाएँ. और मिनिस्टर्स की पोजीशन भी बहुत वीक थी कि वो ये सारे रिफॉर्म्स को फॉलो कर पाएँ. Now here the chapter is end. Now I am going to discuss short answer and long answer questions. Firstly, I will discuss short answer questions. Name the person who brought the two factions of the Congress nearer to each other. Mrs. Annie Besant. Mrs. Annie Besant ने कांग्रेस को और कांग्रेस के दोनों assertive और early nationalists को साथ में किया. Mention any two clauses of the Lucknow Pact. Open page number 140. This is your answer number 2, children. Autonomy of the provinces. And second, abolition of the India Council. Third question, name the Muslim leaders who started the anti-British campaign in India. Write Ali brothers, that is Maulana Muhammad Ali and Maulana Shaukat Ali. This is your answer. Question 4, when was the joint scheme of political reforms adopted at Lucknow? The answer is in December 1916. Joint scheme of political reform, you can say, or Lucknow Pact adopted at Lucknow. Next question, name the leaders of the Home Rule League. Right answer, Lokmanya Tilak and Mrs. Annie Besant. Next question, what does the term Swaraj mean? Open page number 142 to mark this answer number 6. Open page number 142, left hand side, last heading under the heading name, aims and objectives of the Home Rule League. Second line, the country should be governed by councils whose members would be elected by the people. Swaraj की meaning है ये. This is your answer 6. Next question number 7. Name the English daily through which Mrs. Besant propagated her views. The answer is New India. Next question. Question number 8. Name two associates of Mrs. Besant. Mark this answer on page number 142. Here are the two associates, namely B.P. Wadia and G.S. Arundale. Next, question number 9. Mention the subjects mentioned in the reserved list. Question number 10. Mention the subjects mentioned in the transferred list. Mark both the answer on page number 144. Children, here is your answer number 9 and 10. Reserved subjects, transferred subject, left hand side on page number 144. Question number 11. Who was Mrs. Annie Besant? We will mark this answer on page number 142. And the next question, mention one example to prove the reaction of the government to the Home Rule campaign. We will mark this answer also on page number 142. Open page 142, left hand side, second para. Mrs. Annie Besant, through Irish by birth and had great regard for Indian philosophy and culture from here. Then during 1908, from here till India. You all can see the brackets here. This is your answer 11. And on the same page, we will mark answer number 12 as well. On the same page, government's reaction to the movement, third point on June 15 till Arundale. This is your answer number 12. Next, question number 13. Mention one significance of the Lucknow Pact. Open page number 141. On page number 141, first point of this page, left hand side, the pact was symbolic of the unity between the early nationalist and the assertive nationalist. This is your answer number 13. Next, question number 14. Mention one drawback of the Lucknow Pact. Question number 15. What was known as Lucknow Pact? We will mark answer 14 on page number 140 and then 15 on page number 139. Children, open page number 140, right hand side, under the heading Drawbacks of the Lucknow Pact, first point. This is your answer 14. On page number 139, here is your 15th answer. Answer number 15th. In December 1916, from here till Lucknow. Question number 16. Why did the Home Rule movement aim to attainment of Swaraj? क्यों Home Rule movement को स्वराज चाहिए? Mark this answer on page number 142. On page number 142, left hand side, सबसे नीचे एकदम bottom पे देखिए, bottom of this page. Yes, look at the bottom of the page. Under the heading aims and objectives of the Home Rule, League, first para, sixth line. The Home Rule movement from here till need, till here. This is your answer 16. Question 17. Mention one important feature of the August Declaration. Open page 143, children. On page number 143, right hand side, features of the August Declaration is given. Any one point you can write. Wider employment of Indians in the higher services, I have selected as the answer number 17. Next, question number 18. Who introduced the Government of India Act of 1919? Right, Mr. Montague and Chelmsford. Next, question number 19. Why did the British government want to introduce political reforms in India in 1917? क्यों British government कुछ political reform करना चाह रहे थे? Because they want Indians help. Okay, open page number 143. Mark this answer number 19. This is your answer number 19, children. Under the heading August Declaration 1917 on page number 143, left hand side. Last, question 20. Mention one criticism to the Government of India Act of 1919. Open page 144 to mark this answer. Any one criticism you have to write. I have selected that failed to satisfy the Indians. The Congress considered the reforms as inadequate, unsatisfactory and disappointing. If you want to add more criticism, you can write this criticism, this point, financial arrangement was defective from here till weak. You can add this point as well. Now, time to discuss structured questions. First, A. Explain the factors leading to the Lucknow Pact. Open page number 139, children. On page number 139, you all can see this heading, factors leading to the Lucknow Pact. From here, full para. Then come to here till league, till here. 3 points you will cover fully because this answer is of 3 marks. Question 1B. Mention any 4 features of the Lucknow Pact. 1C. Point out the significance. Significance means importance of the Lucknow Pact. We will mark both the answers on page number 140. Open page number 140, children. First, mark 1B. Answer. Main features of the Lucknow Pact from here till Muslims, till here. And then 1C. On the same page, significance of the pact from here, full. Come to the next page. Top पे देखिए Look at the top of the page. Till reformed, till here, 1C. Question number 2. Point out the drawbacks of the Lucknow Pact. Open page number 140, children. This is your answer number 2, drawbacks of the Lucknow Pact, full. All the points. Okay? All 5 points till in this pact. Question number 3. Identify the persons. This picture is of Mrs. Annie Besant and the second picture Lokmanya Tilak. Name the movement with which they were closely associated. Write Home Rule movement. Next question B. Mention the main objectives of that movement and what was the reaction of the government to this movement. Mark answer 3B and C on page number 142. This is your answer 3B, children, on page number 142. Left hand side at the bottom of the page. Aims and objectives of the Home Rule League. Full para till need. And on the same page, mark answer 3C. Right hand side, government's reaction to the movement. Full till 1917, till here. Next, question number 4. With reference to the Home Rule movement, answer the following questions. Question A. What were the reasons for launching this movement? B. Mention the program of this movement. And C. What was the significance of this movement? 4A we will mark on page number 141 and 4B and C on page number 142. Children, open page number 141, right hand side. Heading factors leading to the formation of the Home Rule League. From here, then turn the page. Full, Tilak released from prison, full para. Role played by Mrs. Annie Besant, full para. No concrete assurance from the government, full para. Till agitated, till here, this is your answer 4A. And on the same page, you will mark answer 4B. Right hand side, first line, program and activity of the Home Rule League. This is your answer number 4B, children, full. And 4C on the same page, right hand side, last para, significance of the movement, last heading, full, till India. This is your answer 4C. Question number 5A. Why did the British government feel the need to introduce political reforms in India? सेम आंसर 19 शॉर्ट जो हम लोग ने डिस्कस किया है, मार्क किया है, वही आपको यहाँ पे भी लिखना है. सेम आंसर 19. 5B. Who made this August Declaration of 1917? The answer is Mr. Montague. What did the person declare in 1917? क्या उन्होंने डिक्लेयर किया था? On mark this answer on page number 143 along with the another answer 5C. What were the reactions of the Indians to the August Declaration? We will mark both the answer 5B, 5C on page number 143. On page number 143, left hand side, look at the bottom of this page, the declaration heading on 20th August from here till British Empire, full para. This is your answer 5B, children. Another answer 5C on the same page, reaction to the declaration, full para till revenue. This is your answer 5C, children. Next question 6A. The significance of the Lucknow Pact. Same answer 1C you will write here. 6B. Objectives of the Home Rule League. You will write same answer 3B right here. 6C. Features of the August Declaration of 1917. Features बताने हैं. Mark this answer on page number 143. On page number 143, look at the top of the page, right hand side, features of the August Declaration, full, all the 4 points, till British Empire, till here. Now last question number 7, in the context of the Montague-Chelmsford reforms, answer the following questions. 7A, point out any 4 features of the reform. Open page number 143 to mark answer 7A. Open page number 143, children. Look at the bottom of this page. Right hand side under the heading Montague-Chelmsford reforms, main features of the reform is given here. From here, then turn the page till responsible to the British Parliament, till here. And on the same page you will mark 7B answer just after 2 points, reserved subjects and transferred subjects. Both the points will be your answer number 7B. Last question number 7C. Mention the reaction of the Indians to these reforms. Open page number 144 to mark this answer. On page number 144, you can see the heading criticism of the reform. This is the reaction of Indians of the reforms. Okay, this full para is your answer number 7C. Now I want you children to write all the question answers on your history notebook and learn them.